can't say nobody's snitching, but people are going in, they're walking out soon as they get in. I can't throw away my brain. There's too many people throwing away their brain. Somebody got arrested a few months ago, and then everybody get arrested this week. It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack, pause. I can't say nobody's snitching, but it just feels like everybody's snitching.
It seemed like, somebody's telling.
Yeah.
You're going to find that out.
Somebody had a 2-page paper.
Yeah.
Do them all.
You know how that should go? The way that should go is, look, can we talk to you? Because this is what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Everybody, save yourself now before we go and sweep everybody up. Because if you get yourself out of trouble now, it won't be as bad as when we go get that nigga.
Because later I won't be able to help you.
Exactly.
Later I won't be able to help you. That's definitely the conversation. And pause, we don't want you. We really want this guy, pause. And they're just giving people the rundown.
Yep.
Stat, this is interesting.
It isn't.
This is the most snitching I've seen since New Jack City. That was in 91. So we're 34 years removed from a show, from a movie, and this is crazy. It's gonna definitely have a damper on the NBA, and they did it on the first day. So it's kind of like it was planned. It was definitely planned, and they already had who they wanted. This is crazy. What do you think, Killer?
There's a few things about this that I think, first of all, it lets you know the mafia is alive and running. He's still out here, nigga, Sometimes when you don't got flashy niggas in the mob like John Gotti, you make like, yo, because the FBI and the police will be like, yo, the mob is dead, and this, that, and the third. Nah, they said the Genovese, the Bonanno, Lucchese, and Gambinos is still out here moving in the shadows, so shout to them niggas, because they still shaking shit up. That's first and foremost. But I'm really surprised, speculation about Terry Rozier. We seen game where he checked himself out because his foot was hurting, and I think it was over 10 points, and he checked himself out with 9 points. I don't remember exactly, but I know there's been a lot of speculation.
Did you see the passes he was throwing?
No.
Did you see the video?
Nah, I didn't.
They got a whole Terry Rozier compilation of him throwing bad pass, losing the ball, giving the ball, pause, to somebody else. It made it look really bad. It said just play this for the chorus.
Yeah, I didn't see that. But I know there's been speculation on Terry Rozier, but it's really, to me, I'm very, very surprised about Chauncey Billups. You know what I'm saying? Because Chauncey Billups has a clean cut image. You know what I'm saying? Even in the NBA, never really had too many problems. True point guard, Pistons, even though we know he's from Denver. Like Chauncey Billups, clean cut, then he gets the job at Portland. So I don't know. Like I said, I really don't know. I'm more confused about, they're saying these poker games and then they're saying gambling on the NBA. It seems like it's two different things, but what they're doing is announcing it at the same time to make it messy, like we got a bunch of shit going on. But you got to separate one from the other. It's one thing when you're betting on games that you're a part of as opposed to poker. So to me, Chauncey Billups, I don't know how that works. I don't gamble outside of Underdog, but what I'm trying to say is that if you're gambling on poker, and I don't know how it works, at least you're not gambling on the team or the sport that you're playing with. I'm not saying Chauncey's going to get his job back. Now what?
You go ahead. I'm going to talk after you.
I'm not saying Chauncey's going to get his job back, but what Terry Rozier is doing is like Pete Rose shit, or what homeboy Beasley just went through, or anybody like Michael Porter Jr. brother. When you gambling on a sport
you're playing,
that's different from poker. Now, as far as the poker shit is concerned, that I guess Stas has more information, or it'll come out later, or whatever the case is. But I don't think poker is as bad as gambling on what you're playing. It's no highlight reel of Chauncey Billups throwing bad passes and giving the ball away and missing layups and taking himself out the game. But I don't know. I have no idea, man. It's very shocking, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, so there's even more things. We're going to go to the alleged Damon Jones thing. So they were saying he was selling non-public information about a Lakers player to conspirators that led to a $100,000 bet against the team during a January 15, 2024 game against OKC. It was also alleged he sold information on a prominent player's injury to sports bettors while he was an unofficial assistant coach for the Lakers in February 2023. And a lot of the people are citing that that person was LeBron James. So after hearing that, how do you think this kind of thing affects the NBA, Mase?
This is now is getting crazy. I know a lot of times we joke and play around about LeBron, but I couldn't see LeBron being a part of this. But when you think of ignorance, I gotta watch my words here, and not that I have to watch them like I'm scared, but when you think of a situation like this, I can only think about if you're a cop, you want to arrest somebody. Do you want to handcuff Damon Jones or you want to handcuff LeBron? That's what it feels like to me. Like you just want to put it on the biggest name because that would be the person that makes the most headlines and make it really get crazy. The people who always have the most to lose are normally the weakest in cases like this. So that's where they place their pressure at. But I just hope that's not true. Just like I hope the rest of it is not true. We're talking about it because we have to, but I hope all of this is not true because if this makes it through the NBA, it could really change the NBA as we know it. Because everything right now is funded by betting companies. So, and when Killer talk about the mob, it's just because you don't see the dollar breakfast in Vegas no more, it doesn't mean they're not out here. So that's something to think about. You knew that stat?
Dollar breakfast?
Yeah, used to be, when the mob was running Vegas, it was before your time. It would be dollar breakfast. Vegas was different. You know, now you got all of the corporate people in Vegas, so it's kind of different. But I remember it.
Steak and eggs, baby.
Yeah, I remember. I shot my video out here. The breakfast was $1.
Yeah.
Wait, your video was out on Fremont?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, when I was like,
yeah, I'm from out here.
From? Hey. I'll just leave that to you. They still do cheap steak and eggs. I never had it before, but they definitely have like, it's like $8.99 steak and eggs.
Yeah, but I just hope they don't get LeBron to this. That would be too ridiculous.
What are you saying exactly about this? What does LeBron have to do with this?
Yeah, so basically they were saying it was alleged that Damon Jones was sharing injury reports about LeBron James that were not released to bettors. So LeBron has nothing to do with it, but that's the prominent player that they were speaking of. But you know, when people hear LeBron, it's like,
yeah, like
he has
that's what I'm
nothing to
saying.
do
That's
with
why
that.
nobody's listening. You have to listen to what people
Yeah.
are writing and saying because you hear LeBron there, you're like, wait a minute, LeBron's gambling?
Right.
What's going on? Nah, Damon Jones played on his team and knew if the nigga was hurt or not, basically, and was giving that information out like, yo, they wrapping LeBron ankle up. It don't look like he gonna be good tonight. That's what's going on before people confuse.
Yeah, bet your money on
before
the
people confuse that LeBron's involved with gambling. Let's make sure we're paying attention to what's read and what's said, and before people just jump to conclusions and make it seem like that.
Right.
I don't know. Like Damon Jones, I don't really know how much he made throughout the course of his career. He's a role player. Terry Rozier could have been a star. He's a role player. I know one thing. I don't know how much enough's enough or how much niggas is getting or what's the case because I don't know if you're trying to look out for your homeboys or what the situation is this, but you have to realize this. I'm just saying Chauncey Billups, over the course of his career, it's about if you're saving or not saving, I'm not sure. This year as a coach, he was going to earn near $5 million this season as a coach. Over the course of his NBA career, he made over $106 million. Terry Rozier, this season right here alone is going to make $26 million, or was going to make $26 million with the Miami Heat. How much money do y'all need? What kind of lifestyle y'all niggas living? I don't really get it. And if it's for your homeboys, okay, for instance, right? I don't know. I didn't do the due diligence on how much Terry Rozier made over the course of his career, but this year alone, he was stood to make $26 million. Now, if it's for your friends or family or loved ones or something like that, saying, yo, you can make $20,000 a night, you can make $40,000 a night. Look, $26 million is more than enough to say, look, here go $200,000 for everybody. Figure it out. If y'all
figure it out.
Yeah, if y'all want to gamble and do all that, here go money. Y'all go figure it out. Don't ask me how much I'm gonna have tonight. Don't ask me to turn the ball over. Don't ask me none of that. Figure it out. $200,000 on Tammy, Uncle Richie. Tell your daughter don't call me. I gave you 40 for the family. Look, take care of all that with the 250, 300, 400, $500,000 if you want. But I can't be involved with helping you get 22,000 and I have to do 4 things wrong in the middle of the game. I just don't understand how much he was, when they say tens of millions of dollars over the years, they say hundreds of millions of dollars, the FBI director said. How much was Terry Rozier scheduled to make with his friends or family or whoever was back? It couldn't have been 26 million.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're getting this season. Now we know it's taxes and what.
His career earnings is 161 million.
Look at that. So Terry Rozier is $161 million career earnings. It hasn't been good in a very long time. You're stealing money. I'm not gonna say you Ben Simmons, but you're definitely stealing money. 26 million this year for you is very good. How much money do niggas need to motherfuckers stop cheating or help your family out? I think you made more than enough to say, look, if y'all don't want to fuck with me after this, just don't fuck with me. I got a bunch of family I don't speak to. No disrespect to the family, but y'all was asking for too much when I ain't have it. And then they said I was a sucker, so now when I got it, I'm still gonna stay a sucker. Whatever, blood related or not. I got more family that's not blood related than family. So, whatever. I just don't know how much is enough's enough.
Yeah, this is crazy. If you making that kind of money, this is where they say people are just ignorant. Like, if you're making that kind of money and you're still trying to get the little bit of money and you're making the big money, is like crazy. It's almost like the guy who takes his practice check from the NFL and want to hustle with it. It just makes no sense. Or like when you think of just with this situation, like this is when your mother or your parents tell you got to leave them people alone. This is probably that group that we're talking about, that they just didn't leave alone. They took them along for the ride. And you know how people tell you, oh, that guy's gonna bring you down. This is probably that guy that brought